welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
Leo Santa Cruz wants Javonte Tank Davis fight on May 2nd. What up, sports words? Just boxing here. Leo Santa Cruz says he asked his management to set up a fight between the WBA regular lightweight champion Javonte Tank Davis for May 2nd on Cinco de Mayo holiday weekend, and he's waiting to see if they'll be able to do that. Leo Santa Cruz has a record of 37 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 19 knockouts. We'll be moving up one division from 130 to 135 to take the fight with Javonte Tank Davis. It'll be a hard fight for the 31-year-old Santa Cruz in facing the unbeaten Javonte Tank Davis, who has a record of 23 wins, 0 losses, with 22 knockouts. Seeing that he didn't look especially great in his last fight against Miguel Flores, who has a record of 24 wins, 3 losses, with 12 knockouts by a 12-round unanimous decision on November 22nd. Although Santa Cruz captured the vacant WBA Super World Super Featherweight title with his victory over the 27-year-old Flores, however, 2 of the judges' scores were wider than the fight appeared to be. They had Santa Cruz winning 117 to 111 on 2 of the cards. The third judge appeared to have the more accurate score in calling it as 115 to 113. That was Santa Cruz's first fight at 130 after having fought at 126 for 4 years. The move up to super featherweight showed that Santa Cruz's power didn't carry up with him. So Santa Cruz hopes to fight in May. He's saying that they haven't told him when it'll be, but maybe in May, says Santa Cruz to Fight Hype about his next fight. Hopefully it'll be against Javonte Tank Davis. He said that he asked for the fight and said that he wanted the fight. So hopefully it does happen in May. In other boxing news, former WBA/WBC welterweight champion Keith one-time Thurman, who has a record of 29 wins, 1 loss, with 22 knockouts, would be returning to the ring later this year to resume his career following a hand injury. Keith Thurman is 31 years old, hasn't fought since losing a close 12-round split decision to Manny Pacquiao in an exciting battle on July 20th on Fox Sports pay-per-view in Las Vegas. Keith looked like a shell of the fighter he'd been in 2017. The inactivity and the weight gain that he had between 2017 and 2019 took something from his game. One time admits that he didn't prepare the right way for the fight with Pacquiao. He said he lost an incredible 35 pounds during training camp for the fight, which meant that a good portion of his time was spent on dropping the weight. For fighters that have lost that kind of weight before camp, they know it leaves them less than 100% for their fights. Keith Thurman found out the hard way that he needs more time in taking off weight before his crucial fights. The hand problem has kept one-time Thurman out for action since his disappointing defeat against a youthful 41-year-old Manny Pacquiao. In other boxing news, it looks like Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko will be fighting on May 30th in New York City. The unbeaten IBF lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez, who has a record of 15 wins, 0 losses, with 12 knockouts, posted the May 30th date on social media, giving his boxing fans a hint when and where his next fight against the WBA, WBC franchise champion, WBO lightweight champion Vasyl Lomachenko, who has a record of 14 wins, 1 loss, with 10 knockouts. This still isn't an official date, but Teofimo is obviously letting his fans know when the fight will take place. Teofimo's promoters at Top Rank may not like him telling his fans the date and city for his fight against Lomachenko, but oh well. The sooner the boxing fans know when the Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez fight takes place, the bigger the fight will be. Lopez didn't say it fully in giving his fans the information, but he just dropped a hint and let his fans run with it. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? That'll be a great fight. After being called out earlier on Friday by Devin Haney, the problem Adrien Broner sent Matchroom Boxing USA promoter Eddie Hearn a DM telling him that he would drop down to 135 to fight Devin Haney for $20 million and that he'll beat him. Hearn told Broner to forget about him getting $20 million for a fight with Devin Haney, who has a record of 24 wins and 0 losses with 15 knockouts. And Hearn needs to think twice about rejecting Broner's request of $20 million for a Haney fight. It might be worth it in the end. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. got big bank to fight Daniel Jacobs on DAZN. Later this month, Mikey Garcia will be getting $7 million for a fight against the inactive former welterweight champion Jesse Vargas. That's a lackluster fight, but Mikey is still getting big money. Knowing Hearn, he'll talk to DAZN and see if they can sign Broner to a one fight for millions in order for the Haney fight to take place. It will be an investment for DAZN because Haney's popularity could increase after he take on the 31-year-old Adrien the Problem Broner. That'll be a pretty good tough fight for David Haney. Adrien Broner is undefeated at 135. That's the weight class he fought in before he jumped up 2 weight divisions to fight to take on oh my God, what's the Marcos Madonna. So that'll be a pretty good fight. I would love to see it. I don't know what Adrien Broner is going to show up. Is the Adrien Broner for 135 going to show up, or is the Adrien Broner from what we've been seeing in the past 4 fights going to show up? The one who's not willing to pull the trigger, and take too much punishment, But we'll see. It's Just Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe, like, smash the bell icon to get notification of all new videos coming your way. It's Just Boxing. I'm out. Peace.